Hello everyone, Sun10.2 and welcome to another mod overview, this time on Cursed Earth, a mod that works similarly to the extra utilities one, so some other mod like the Angel Ring and Angel Block that I covered in the past. The way this works is obviously you can sneak click with a Wither Rose on regular dirt, and you get the following values and things that are available to be tweaked in the config, which we'll cover real quick. So you can have it where Cursed Earth dies in sunlight or not. You can turn it on or off if you want. The minimum distance it can be applied away from a player, so yeah, before mobs spawn. I'm assuming a chunk loader would also work alongside this, but for the sake of keeping to the mod and not others, that's what the default values are, or function, I guess. The maximum number of mobs before Cursed Earth stops spawning, which is quite a high number, but yeah, quite a lot actually do spawn, surprisingly enough. The maximum time between spawns and ticks can be tweaked, whether it ignores light levels or not. Obviously I've got that off, and alongside obviously the sunlight. So yeah, the minimum one as well, whether you want the Wither Rose to be applied to it or not, or naturally spreading. So if you actually look, it actually spreads underneath the dirt, and if I happen to just break any blocks here, it'll just appear underneath even. So you probably might want to turn that off if you want to control it, and only control it with the Wither Rose being used, rather than just having it where it just spreads anywhere there's dirt and it happens to be underneath any block, no matter what. So yeah, we'll not use wood, but we use what's in the block? So obviously I've completely drowned this out with lava to get rid of all the mobs. Last time I was attempting this, and you see the Cursed Earth sort of respreading, and also not so much at the same time with the sunlight. And if I just pop these back on for this roof, see how much spawns fairly quick, besides how long it spreads, how quick it spreads. So I've already got a zombie villager. You see a fair amount of them spawning. And we'll go into spectator, just in case. I probably should have made the structure a bit higher, but either way. A fair amount of them do spawn over time. So I mean, they probably do have other places to appear in with caves or something underneath, but for spawning all in the same space, as much above ground as possible, or just nearby, as a player, it's quite a large amount, to say the least, especially when getting, I think, probably about 6 to 8 witches or something before, in a prior attempt, as well as 2 the last time, and most of the other common mobs appear. Even Endermen have appeared every single time, which not as many times now, but still every mob that will commonly spawn seems to, so you won't have too many difficulties trying to get any of them spawning if you wanted ender pearls or you wanted something specifically from a witch. So yeah, and obviously if you did it in sunlight, then it'll completely disappear. But yeah, other than that though, thanks so much for watching, and goodbye. In terms of things you'd probably want to use though, I'll just go with Glass Essential possibly, for anything, you know, dark glass or ethereal related, if you're wanting to use another mod alongside this like you typically would with certain mob spawners. So yeah, just thought I'd mention that just in case.